All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike, check.
Here's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It was Justin Houston who got him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check, please. Check.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check 59, Mike is going on. 59. You don't get this ball. You think you won't get one? You think you won't?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Check.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Keep the Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Watch the shit. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set, ready. Rock. Hey, come on. Too little, cut. Check.
2nd and 14. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Henry. Here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They toss to Freeman. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Naeem Hines, his first carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check it out, read. Watch the air. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On first down, Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. So don't say nothing. That's it. 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, it's Jackson going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Check 31. Check 91.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike, check, 59, 59. Stop your whining. 59 is Mike, 59 is Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 39, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike is up. Okay, just like that. Just like that. No.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 85 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. With it is Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
In your face.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jackson operating from the gun. Got him in. It's Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So again, they'll run with Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Raven.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 36, 36. Mike's 59.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left.